is sat here opposite me. Man's got balls, and in today's society, in this boxing game, there's a big lack of balls. And you know who you are, these people.
You know, I say this more time, you know, what brings the other fights for me, you know? You know, I say to you, I fight 4 times, I said 3 times big name in the boxing, you know? I fight with Mahmudov, I fight with Frank Sanchez, I fight with Mahmudov. Today I fight with one guy, he never loses in a career. What I want with, no disrespect to...
I keep getting asked about young Moses Itauma fighting other big names. And my opinion is not someone who don't know boxing. My opinion is someone who has been there and won every single belt, won everything there is to win in boxing, and done very well. Boxing is a young man's game.
Breaking news, Itauma vs. AGIT KABAYEL press conference turns explosive as Tyson Fury loses his temper and issues a strong warning to Kabayel. Fury says if they step in the ring, it will be pure destruction and someone will get knocked out. Tension rises as heavyweight drama shocks fans. If you enjoy this kind of boxing news, hype updates, and fight breakdowns, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel.
100%. Obviously, it's a big platform to showcase my skills, but like I said time and time again, it means nothing if I don't perform. So all what matters under the bright light.
It was a great presser, back and forth, poking each other, but not too far. But once you get physical and you touch a man's face, then
it wouldn't surprise me. But like I say, I don't see there's any harm in it.
Kabayel says he is ready for Moses Itauma in real fights, not politics. He criticizes Tyson Fury for making boxing complicated with unnecessary drama. Kabayel makes it clear he is focused on action inside the ring and has no interest in fighting Fury right now, only fair competition.
I'm ready for the world title shot, please. Why he makes this? Why we making the boxing so much politics? I'm the mandatory. I think give me the fight with Usyk. I'm ready.
So Fury, Wardley don't interest you?
Fury, I say this, Fury, no, I have not interested for the fight with Fury.
Tyson Fury warns AGIT KABAYEL at the press conference, saying if they fight it will be total destruction. He calls himself a E-destroyer and says when 2 heavy forces collide, someone gets knocked out. Fury insults KABAYEL's chances, claiming he can't handle his power and challenges him directly.
And I'm a HMS destroyer. So when you got 2 heavy forces colliding with massive bombs, and guess what? Someone's getting knocked out. That's all I'm saying, you know. If he lands a punch on me, a big swing, I'm getting knocked out. If I land a big swing on him...
Kabayel responds calmly to Tyson Fury's heated behavior, saying he respects all fighters and avoids trash talk. He explains that he stays humble and focuses on boxing rather than drama outside the ring. Kabayel gently replies to Fury, saying he prefers discipline and will let his performance answer everything.
Person, you know, I'm respect my opponent, you know. I'm not the trash talker. I hate the trash talk. I learned this from my father, you know. My father gave me this, but I'm humble, really. I hate trash talk in the business.
Tyson Fury says he is fully aware of how much attention and hunger there is around him in the heavyweight division, and he welcomes every challenge that comes his way. He insists he has already achieved everything in boxing and feels satisfied with his career, pointing out that his performances speak for themselves, including his victory over Arslanbek. Fury adds that in his last fight, he clearly showed his level and left no doubts about his ability. He warns AGIT KABAYEL that if he steps up to challenge him, there will be no excuses accepted on either side. According to Fury, he respects ambition, but once contracts are signed, everything is settled in the ring, not through talk or complaints outside it.
It just shows you how fucking relevant I am in the game and how hungry they are for Achilles to come back. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, I'm happy. I've won everything I've had to do. Listen, my last fight was a clear fucking victory for the Gypsy King. Anyone in boxing can see that. A complete load of dog shit, yeah? Political, whatever you want to call it, and everything did an interview, just left the ring. As soon as that thing was announced, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But I accept it, I'm a man, I don't make excuses.
Eddie Hearn says Tyson Fury's behavior at the Itauma vs. AGIT KABAYEL press conference was out of control, especially with the way he kept interrupting and shifting attention away from the fighters. He explains that even though Fury is clearly a dangerous and highly skilled heavyweight, His actions in public make the situation look uncomfortable and unprofessional. Hearn adds that he sees a fighter who is emotionally charged and possibly going through frustration, but still questions how people around him can accept this kind of conduct as normal. He stresses that boxing events should stay focused on respect and promotion of the fight, not repeated chaos or personal outbursts that damage the sport's image.
But he's going to be dangerous. Like, all the attributes that he has, they still exist, regardless of his mental state. But I see a kid in pain, you know? I've got to be honest with you, like, I don't see how people around him can be looking at his behaviour and being comfortable.
Adam Smith reacts with surprise to the chaotic situation at the Itauma vs. AGIT KABAYEL press conference involving Tyson Fury. He says the whole matter is still unclear as there are no confirmed findings or proper official statements yet. Smith explains that most of the discussion is currently coming from social media, which makes it even more confusing. He admits he is waiting to see what actually happened before forming a full opinion. At the same time, he sounds genuinely shocked at Tyson Fury's possible actions, saying it is unexpected and raises questions about how the situation developed in such a public and dramatic way.
Surprise, and I'll wait and see what happens. I mean, I don't know the findings. We don't know. I haven't seen statements really. I don't know. It's come out in the social media.
AGIT KABAYEL reacts to the tension around Tyson Fury and the press conference, saying that although Fury has beaten many big names in the division, there is still something missing when it comes to facing him. KABAYEL claims that Fury often chooses big fights mainly for money rather than pure competition. And while he respects that business side, he doesn't believe Fury always goes for the toughest challenges. He questions whether Fury truly wants to fight him, saying that when they speak, there is no real sign of confidence or willingness. KABAYEL boldly adds that despite Fury's knockout record against top fighters, deep down he still feels that Fury avoids certain dangerous opponents like him due to fear and risk.
For you know, scared for me, but I think so. You know, he beat so much big guys in this division. I think he will only the big fights for the money. You know, I'm respected, but yeah, he will not do sport competition.
Have you and him ever spoke before about actually getting the fight on? When you speak to him, does he seem like he wants the fight with you?
Anthony Joshua says the Itauma vs. AGIT KABAYEL press conference turned messy because of constant interruptions and unnecessary shouting from Tyson Fury. He explains that while small arguments or pushes are normal in boxing culture, a press event is meant for promotion, not chaos. Joshua criticizes Fury for taking control of the atmosphere and distracting from the fighters who were actually there to talk about the fight. He says this kind of behavior reduces professionalism and makes the whole event look unorganized. According to Joshua, fans want to hear about boxing, training, and matchups, not side arguments that steal attention. He adds that respect and discipline are important in public events, especially when the world is watching closely.
I think that's just his character, no personal vendettas. A little push and a shove is like kids play in the playground, you know what I mean? We was like 4 years old and the teacher would say, oh, hold on, same thing that happens, isn't it? It's just,
Boxing analysts say the press conference between Itauma and AGIT KABAYEL got unnecessarily chaotic after Tyson Fury kept interrupting and shifting the focus away from the fighters. They explained that while strong opinions are normal in boxing promotion, the way Fury took over moments made the discussion messy and unprofessional. According to them, KABAYEL's statements about potential fights are already creating interest in the heavyweight division. But that message was lost in the noise of arguments. Analysts add that public comments like these do influence future match discussions because they create hype and curiosity among fans. However, they stress that press events should remain controlled so fighters get the spotlight instead of interruptions turning everything into drama.
Sanchez fight, they're going to do that with AGIT KABAYEL. Him making that statement, making statements like that over media means something. I think it really, I think him saying those type of things and making these type of possibilities verbally, you know, creates a ripple in the pond, right? And I think that, you know, people are going to ask about that fight. And
Eddie Hearn criticizes the chaotic press conference involving Itauma and AGIT KABAYEL, saying Tyson Fury's behavior was unnecessary and disruptive. He points out that interrupting and turning the event into shouting matches only creates confusion, instead of promoting the fight properly. Hearn says Fury is not there to scream or take over discussions when no official fight agreement has even been signed yet. He questions why this pattern keeps repeating in boxing and says professionalism is being lost in these moments. According to him, real focus should be on the fighters in the actual matchup, not personal interruptions or public arguments that damage the sport's image and distract fans from what really matters.
And AJ's not that guy that's going to get in the ring and start screaming and shouting when there's no contracts on. How many times have we been here before? When the fight comes, we will deal with Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury completely loses his temper at the press conference and goes straight at AGIT KABAYEL with aggressive words and insults. He mocks KABAYEL's confidence, calling him a dosser, and questioning why he is even speaking about fights involving Moses Itauma. Fury challenges him directly, saying if he wants respect in boxing, he should stop talking and start facing real challenges inside the ring. He even pushes the idea that KABAYEL should step up and take on top-level opposition instead of staying in the background. The atmosphere quickly turns tense as Fury's warning raises the intensity of the whole event, leaving analysts saying this kind of behavior shows how personal and heated the heavyweight division has become right now.
Hey, you not ready, Dosser, are ya?
Man, some water.
You big bum!
Or ice pack, because you got an ill head right now.
Yeah, I'll have ill fists in a minute if you keep on.
You're gonna have a nice
press conference between Tyson Fury and AGIT KABAYEL, saying the whole situation is wild and very hard to fully understand at the moment. He explains that if something is found in a fighter system through other means, it raises serious questions. But at the same time, he believes people should still be given the benefit of the doubt until proper facts are confirmed. Oladipo says the way Tyson Fury interrupted and created tension during the press conference made the situation even more messy and unprofessional. He criticizes Fury's behavior, saying it distracted from boxing itself and turned a serious promotion into unnecessary drama that shocked fans and analysts alike.
Somehow in his system from other means. I know that might sound crazy, but I guess we have to give him the benefit of the doubt, do we? I'd like to think we do. But yeah, this is wild.
Alexander Usyk says the whole situation at the press conference was bad behavior and not what professional boxing should look like. He explains that it felt more like a street argument than a sports event, which is disappointing for fans. Usyk criticizes Tyson Fury for interrupting and escalating the atmosphere, saying it made everything look chaotic and unprofessional. He adds that fighters should show discipline and control in public because emotions like this only damage the sport's image. According to him, boxing is about skill and respect, not shouting or threats, and moments like this take attention away from the real fight inside the ring.
It's bad behavior first. Enough. Yeah, it's a little bit about sports. It's like street fight, yeah. If my men who support me, yeah, I'll kill you.
Carl Froch reacts to the heated press conference between Itauma and AGIT KABAYEL, saying things got out of control when Tyson Fury started interrupting and reacting aggressively. He explains that KABAYEL was the only one not filming or causing chaos, yet still ended up in the middle of tension, which he feels is unfair. Froch criticizes Fury's behavior, calling it unnecessary and saying it made the situation look more like bullying than professionalism. He adds that KABAYEL deserved respect and at least got an apology, which he accepted. However, Froch suggests that the whole incident shows poor discipline at press conferences and says fighters should focus more on boxing instead of creating drama outside the ring.
Business. He's the only one that didn't have his phone out filming, and Big John went for him. It's like a bully. He's a proper bully boy. He deserved an apology, and he apologised. So fair enough there, he's apologised, but he's still a
Boxing analysts react to the heated situation between Itauma and AGIT Kabayel at the press conference, focusing on the rising pressure in the heavyweight division. They explain that no matter who the opponent is, every fighter must be ready and focused, because at this level, there are no easy fights. Weisin P. Analysts emphasize that Kabayel must stay prepared whether it is Tyson Fury or Moses Itauma in front of him, because top-level boxing demands complete control and readiness at all times. They add that moments like this show the importance of discipline, mindset, and adapting under pressure rather than getting distracted by emotions or outside noise. According to them, Kabayel has the skills to compete at the highest level, but he must stay mentally sharp against any opponent. The discussion highlights how quickly tensions are rising in the heavyweight scene, making every fight even more dangerous and unpredictable.
Like, at the end of the day, we're boxers, we're fighters. You know, if you're not willing to get in with anyone, then what's the point of boxing? What's the point of being a world champion? You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter who the opponent is, willing, if you want to take the easy way, that's fine. But if there's an opponent there who's set and that's for you, get on with it. What can you do about it? You know what I mean? Control uncontrollable, and that's what you have to do.
The press conference between Moses Itauma and AGIT Kabayel has already turned into one of the most talked about moments in heavyweight boxing. But the real shock comes with Tyson Fury's explosive reaction, which has completely raised the temperature of this entire situation. Fury, known for his unpredictable and outspoken nature, did not hold back as he issued a strong warning to Kabayel, making it clear that tensions in this rivalry are now reaching another level. What was supposed to be a simple promotional event has now turned into a battlefield of words, emotions, and rising intensity, with every fighter trying to establish dominance before they even step into the ring. Fury's reaction has only added more fuel to the fire, turning a normal face-off into a headline-grabbing controversy that fans cannot ignore. Itauma's presence as a rising heavyweight prospect also adds extra attention as the boxing world watches closely to see how far he can go under this growing pressure. Kabayel, meanwhile, finds himself at the center of criticism, warnings, and expectations from all sides, making this one of the most mentally demanding moments of his career. In boxing, press conferences often reveal more than just confidence. They expose tension, rivalry, and psychological warfare, and this one has delivered all of that in full force. As emotions settle but the hype continues to grow, fans are now even more eager for the fight itself, where all words will finally turn into action. Fury's warning has made one thing clear: nothing about this matchup will be easy, predictable, or calm. Instead, it promises chaos, intensity, and a fight atmosphere that could explode at any moment. In the end, this is not just about promotion anymore. It is about pride, reputation, and proving who truly belongs at the top of the heavyweight division when the bell finally rings.